Dr. APJ Abdul Kalam once said, "If you want to shine like the sun, first burn like the sun." These words draw out the very significance of hardships and trials that help in bringing out the best in us. Such is the tale of JEE aspirants who face innumerable hurdles on their path to succeed with flying colors. A very good morning to one and all present here. I am Divya, a pre-final year student in the branch of electrical engineering at IIT Jodhpur. I have been a part of the institute for the past 2 years, and it has really helped me grow as a person. My experience as a student in one of the IITs has not just helped me become self-reliant and confident, but also it has prepared me to be able to take challenges in the real world, contrary to the notion that IITs focus majorly on bookish knowledge. Today, we would be discussing various aspects of life at an IIT with our director, Professor Shantanu Chaudhary. I would like to request one of my fellow mates, Suyash, to take over from here.
Good morning, everyone. I am Suyash, a second year student pursuing electrical engineering at IIT Jodhpur. IIT Jodhpur congratulates all the students who have successfully qualified the JEE Advanced examination and welcomes you all to the Open House 2020. There is no doubt that the program selection process, once JEE results are announced, is very confusing and stressful, as we are given a wide range of options and the choice we make plays a vital role in determining our future. The open house is aimed at helping students and their parents understand different aspects of undergraduate education and future scope of the branches at IIT Jodhpur and help them make informed decisions. When I first joined IIT Jodhpur, I remember experiencing a mix of emotions. I was excited and thrilled to have gotten the chance to fulfill my dream of studying in an IIT, but along with it, there was a feeling of nervousness and anxiety of having to fit in a new world. However, slowly as my interaction with the student and faculty community grew, it started feeling like another home. I got an opportunity to explore many things through various clubs by participating in various activities and fests organized by the institute. Along with this, I got a chance to enhance my knowledge by working on numerous hands-on projects. The course structure was student friendly and hence gave me ample time to explore various technologies. Other than conventional engineering courses, what really boosted my interest and passion for learning were innovative courses like engineering design, which focused on solving real world problems using innovation and technology. Social Connect, which helped us connect to the rich culture and heritage of our nation and also made us aware of the real life problems. The course reverberated with the theme of Think Global, Act Local, performing arts and sports, which further complemented the development of a complete personality. To showcase our beautiful campus and our academic activities, here's a short film, IIT Jodhpur, A Pearl in Desert. To view the video in full screen, please use the expand view option on your WebEx interface. If you're unable to view the video here due to any reason, we're also sharing its YouTube link on chat for your quick reference.
Located in Rajasthan, one of India's most colourful states, IIT Jodhpur was established in the year 2008. Jodhpur, often referred to as the Sun City and the Blue City, is a city of both historical significance and of strategic importance to the nation. There is a local Marwari saying that goes, "Padharo Mare Des," meaning, "Welcome to my land." With these words, we invite you to take a journey with us through IIT Jodhpur, the singular, resplendent pearl of the Thar Desert. IIT Jodhpur's campus sprawls across 852 acres of land outside the city off the Jodhpur-Nagaur highway. With a campus plan that was awarded a 5-star rating by the Green Rating for Integrated Habitat Assessment (GRIHA) Council, IIT Jodhpur's infrastructure is utterly unique. All resources are optimized to become a near-zero emission campus. The campus buildings reflect the rich architectural heritage of Marwar through the use of Jodhpur sandstone and the archetypal motifs of the region, lending the campus an aesthetic that blends the old seamlessly with the new. IIT Jodhpur, in its early second decade of existence, driven by technology foresight, is working on its mission to redesign and reposition its academic programs and research agenda. The institute has launched a host of new undergraduate and postgraduate programs catering to a wide-ranging contemporary and emerging areas such as artificial intelligence, medical technologies in collaboration with AIIMS Jodhpur, bioengineering, digital humanities, tech MBA, Internet of Things, cyber physical systems, smart manufacturing and infrastructure engineering. BTech program of IIT Jodhpur offers unique opportunity to the students to plan curriculum of their choice within the broad parameters of their departmental requirements. A mandatory Social Connect program enables student and faculty team to take up scientific activities for solving the problems of the rural sector. Based on the emerging need of online teaching, even prior to COVID, IIT Jodhpur had equipped itself to run academic programs online. It started running an online academic program on artificial intelligence for working professionals through a combination of asynchronous and synchronous teaching. The institute has further strengthened its infrastructure to meet the challenges of the post-COVID era through the use of software for online teaching, examinations, and resource material generation. A faculty team at the institute is constantly engaged in research and implementation of technology interventions for online teaching. IIT Jodhpur has restructured its PhD program to enable emergence of entrepreneurs with provision for supporting such initiatives through a highly structured incubation program. For innovative research across disciplinary boundaries, IIT Jodhpur has set up 7 area-specific interdisciplinary research platforms. With the support of DST, IIT Jodhpur is setting up a technology innovation hub on computer vision, augmented reality and virtual reality, an ambitious national program under the National Mission on Cyber Physical Systems. Facilities have been developed for innovative work on artificial intelligence of things in a variety of application domains. With the significant growth in infrastructure and faculty base, IIT Jodhpur has started attracting many industries for collaborative research projects. Several industries have come forward and set up labs in specialized areas, for example, surgical robotics and virtual reality. The library, which is located in the iconic Clock Tower building, serves as an integral partner with all its users. This knowledge center facilitates in creating and building new knowledge systems and innovative scholarship. IIT Jodhpur boasts of a vibrant student community where students have an opportunity to explore infinite avenues to engage with peers. A number of student clubs and a wide range of sports facilities catering to the diverse interests of students actively support and encourage the co-curricular and extracurricular needs of the student community. Several cultural, sports and technical festivals provide a chance for cultural diversity. An inclusive atmosphere allows students to participate in an array of events which play a significant role in the emotional well-being and holistic development of a student. Spacious and comfortable on-campus housing accommodation is provided to faculty and staff members, while students enjoy individual air-conditioned rooms that ensure both safety and comfort at all times. It's not just food for thought in IIT Jodhpur. A 3-storied air-conditioned mess facility spanning 2 floors caters to more than 1,000 students at once, besides a food court that serves both a set menu and an a la carte dining service. The infrastructure at IIT Jodhpur campus caters for all the essential requirements of the residents. It has an ISO certified primary health center, a community center with shopping services, and residential parks with open gyms. Wildlife encounters can be both fun and exciting at IIT Jodhpur. The campus is home to several species of native flora and fauna, including a spectrum of birds, deer, jackals, snakes, monitor lizards, and the invaluable cagery trees. We at IIT Jodhpur are dedicated to impart quality education, create qualified, competent and responsible human resources to meet the emerging technological challenges of the country. We believe in engaging intensely and with sensitivity to create an equitable learning platform that is positive, accessible and effective, shining like a pearl in the shifting sand dunes of time.
With that, we move on to the address by our director, Professor Shantanu Chaudhary, to prospective students and their parents. Professor Chaudhary is a distinguished alumnus of IIT Kharagpur and has been a professor of electrical engineering at IIT Delhi, where he also served as Dean UG Studies. If you have any questions, please post them in the Q&A section. We had also invited questions from prospective students before the program. I now invite Professor Chaudhary to address the audience. Over to you, Professor Chaudhary.
All the parents and prospective students who are attending this webinar. I shall make a small presentation about what IIT Jodhpur is and how the things are moving forward at IIT Jodhpur. It's located in a beautiful city of Jodhpur, and you have seen that movie which talks about the beauty of the campus, as well as if you see this picture, the city itself is attractive tourist spot and it's beautiful and you can enjoy staying here. So someone who is opting for IIT Jodhpur would have an opportunity to stay in this city and fell in love with this city. This is a campus. It's 850-acre campus, and it has got all the facilities, including this green zone, where these wildlife sightings are very common, and that's what is very interesting for lots of us. Let's come to about our programs, and I shall today talk primarily about the UG academics. When you're choosing an IIT, I think it's very important to understand the programs and the content of the programs, not just the name of the program, but what is key issue is the content of this program, what kind of skill set that these programs are offering to prospective students. Are they becoming ready for the demands of engineering profession of future? And future-ready engineering graduates is what should be the ideal target. And you must assess that the programs are really meeting that need or not. So a program should produce engineers of tomorrow. And at the same time, it should also cater to aspirations of students. When the students are getting into an engineering education or moving into IIT, his vision and his understanding of the field changes completely from that he has in his school days. And we must respect that vision that he builds up once he is in IIT. And therefore, the program that an IIT offers should provide enough opportunity and option to student to actually charter his own course of studies, which is at the same time useful, industry industry relevant, and at the same time meets the individual likings and aspirations of the students. Now, this is a huge challenge in terms of designing programs. And that is what IIT Jodhpur has actually done and is providing to the students. In fact, the opportunity to actually charter their own course of progress in this academic program at the BTech level, and that under supervision of faculty. Right now, we have faculty strength of 153, and faculty student ratio is exactly 1:14. And therefore, you must be assured that the students, and for the guardians, the words who are joining IIT Jodhpur, will have attention, an individual attention of at least one faculty. And in fact, all the faculty now they are available to provide this kind of an individual attention and interactions, which is very fundamental of IIT education. IIT education is not just you have huge numbers, I walk into the classroom and I have just delivered a lecture and come out of it. The whole relationship, in fact, this culture of IIT, the success of IIT has been built on this ground and foundation of close interaction between faculty and students. The creativity the students have, they have been nurtured by faculty. And when you have a manageable and desirable faculty-student ratio, the students will have the opportunity to have that kind of a personal guidance from the faculty, and their interaction with the faculty will be much closer. And it would establish also long-term relations. I think these are very key features of our program. Let me just talk about slightly more about each of the programs. I think Heads will also talk about them later on, but just to touch upon them briefly. We have these programs which are running, and this year we are introducing these 4 new programs. So altogether, there will be now 8 undergraduate programs, and total UG intake will be about 490 per year from this academic year 2021. If you would have been in the campus, every one of you would have got an individual room, which is, I think, is very, very critical in terms of doing study and nurturing your own personal interest in personal space. So what is new in these programs? All the IITs are offering all these programs. Is there anything new? So that's exactly what I want to touch upon now. There are many, many opportunities, as I told you, that to respect aspiration of the students as he gets into the program, as his vision builds up, he has aspirations. And therefore, those aspirations have to be respected. So you can do things which you have not dreamt before, and which you also aspire for, but possibly because of your rank or otherwise, you are not being able to pursue right now. But there is nothing to be disheartened about. we respect your dreams, you respect your aspirations, and performance in one exam will not restrict you to follow or continue with your dream. So the algorithm, this whole curriculum has been designed in a way where you actually can follow your aspirations and make yourself more relevant to the industry, more relevant to what industry demands today. So you already have a passion about the department that you are making a choice of. So we have provision for what is called departmental specialization in the BTech program itself. And here you can go deeper in any of the departmental areas and build up your knowledge base. You can also, even if you don't work more coursework, you can actually get into an engineering innovation over a semester, more than a semester, about 5 months, to work on your field specific problem with an industry or an R&D lab to come up with new innovation, new technology, which you may be aspiring for. You have that creativity to come up with this new thing on the basis of what you've learned. And you can invest one full semester to do that. This is also a unique opportunity here. You can become entrepreneurs, that is, you become innovator yourself. There's an entrepreneurship opportunity linked with your BTech program. Also, if you want to go to research and further studies, you can opt for dual degree. That is BTech in your parent discipline and MTech in one of the MTech areas that your parent discipline offers. So for example, you can join for BTech in electrical engineering, and you can do an MTech in sensors and IoT, or you can do an MTech in communications and signal processing. And the whole package will be in 5 years, which is BTech, MTech dual degree. And you don't need to opt for them right at the beginning or entry level. Unlike many other IITs, you need not opt for it at the point of entry, but you can take a decision, an informed decision at the third year level to pursue a particular area and get a dual degree. This is when you are really passionate about the department that you have chosen. Now, if I go to other kind of aspirations which we find among the students, in many cases, are interested about capabilities which are completely new and distinct from what department offers. Here he has a choice of what is called minor area. Other departmental choices. Maybe you might have joined chemical engineering, but you are interested in AI. So you can do a minor area in AI. You are really interested about a management area and want to explore more management rather than technology. You can select a minor area of management to start with. And there are interdisciplinary specializations, which are cross-departmental. So there are one example of interdepartmental specialization is interdisciplinary specialization is robotics and mobility. So somebody who is doing a mechanical engineering can do and interested in robotics and new mobility devices can opt for this minor area and can learn more about robotics as well as do projects in the area of robotics and mobility systems. Similarly, there is a smart healthcare, because today's healthcare is hugely engineering based. Somebody with bioengineering background can do an interdisciplinary minor in smart healthcare and build up his capability or enhance his capability with more knowledge of AI, electronic circuits, as well as embedded systems, algorithms. And that makes him a more well-rounded professional suited for healthcare industry with his bioengineering background. There is also these 5-year options for you, which also gives a richness in career option. Somebody who's interested in management can opt for BTech plus MBA, again 1-year program, which is MBA Tech, which is more linked with today's new technology applications in management, like data science, AI. Those things apply to management, the financial engineering. All these things are linked to the new, the designed MBA program of IIT Jodhpur. IIT Jodhpur has now a School of Management and Entrepreneurship, and they will be actually managing this minor as well as a dual degree program in management and entrepreneurship. In fact, we have got some tie-ups with foreign universities where you can spend part of your MBA requirement in one of the foreign universities. Then you have BTech or MTech or Masters in interdisciplinary area. For example, as I was talking about it, you can do a BTech in bioengineering, and through the minor in AI, you can even join MTech in AI program. Another example is BTech in chemical engineering, and then do a MTech in data and computational science. In fact, data and computational science today is finding huge applications in the area of chemical engineering. Okay, and therefore you can build up an unique skill set, an unique degree where you have chemical engineering and data and computational science together, and which is not otherwise possible. Many cases, chemical engineering graduate will not get into MTech in data and computational science, and the pathway to MTech in data and computational science is typically maybe mathematics, electrical, and computer science. But here, because of your exposure to interdisciplinary specialization, you can do an MTech in 1 year. So in 5 years' time, you become an unique professional, can become an unique professional if you have real interest in these areas. So it's a different pathway altogether. You can actually follow your own aspirations, your own dreams, along with the basic engineering training that these disciplines are offering you. Therefore, the becoming engineer of future, the key point is identifying problems rather than just solving problems. Therefore, this depth these programs are offering and these combinations are offering enables you to identify problem and work out the solution. And this process actually starts from the first year itself. We have two courses. One is Social Connect course, another is Engineering Design course. Social Connect not only connects with your local environment and society, but also helps to open up your eyes to the problems which are all around. And there are many, many problems. In fact, the next generation of innovations and inventions will be actually motivated by the problems which you find in what we call developing economies rather than developed economies. Possibly many of the problems of developed economies are solved, but a galore and plethora of problems and plethora of problems of developing economies, the problems that you find in India, the problems you find possibly in Africa, problems that you find in Latin America, that requires a different kind of engineering approach to solve. And in the first year itself, by looking around, studying the society and the geography around, you can actually discover many problems. And what do you do with those problems? We have in the first year itself engineering design course, where you can have multidisciplinary student groups just thinking about the problem and allowing your imagination to fly. If you can imagine, you can actually know techniques to solve these problems. You might not know the technologies, you might know the maths which is required, but you can imagine the solution. That raw imagination is a key to invention and innovation. And getting into practice of imagining solutions of true problems is what is the trait of a true innovator engineer. Okay, and that's what we want our IIT Jodhpur graduates to be. And once they pick it up, they can follow through their entire BTech program through completing what is called design credits. And design credits are a compulsory component of your program. But what is very interesting in design credits? We do not create them design credits. You do not start for excellent A, B, C, which actually will add points to your score. Because see, if you take a risk, if you try to do something new, there is no guarantee that you will be successful. So we know that. We respect such failures. So we do not want to keep these kind of exercises bounded by the traditional concept of marks. Okay, it's in terms of achieving things and getting things done, and that's what we respect. That's why we would like to reward. And reward can be in a different way altogether. We would support you to follow up your ideas. We are ready to invest in them and enable you to make you entrepreneurs. And these also can happen because we have close contact and connect with startups and industry. And tools and techniques for new ventures. So, for example, today, when the new age technology is coming up, and what we are telling is Industry 4.0 would dominate all the engineering disciplines and industries across. What are the key tools there, key skill set? These are machine learning, Internet of Things, processing of signals, understanding of systems, and software skills. All these four are core component of all the programs. And I have given an example. Because you are exposed to this machine learning, IoT signals and systems, for you understanding Industry 4.0, if you're from mechanical engineering, is much, much easier. Today, AI and the sensors and processing of the data are key components of smart city as well as smart transportation systems, which is in the domain of civil and infrastructure engineering. So AI today is core thing for you for the future growth of these areas. When you come out after 4 years, these skill sets will be looked for all engineering graduates. And these we have made a core component of your curriculum. Okay, say IoT, for example, is for process control for metal processing, for materials engineering. Then software, because simulation in chemical engineering is very critical thing to understand the processes, design the processes. So software skills will enable you to do that. But I have just given a few examples here. These examples doesn't give the complete picture. In fact, all of these are applicable across various aspects of other engineering disciplines. And that's what our course enables you to pick up those skill sets. Then you want to have a completely different option? Want to have a BTech program designed for yourself? What you can do here is, we are also giving an option that at the end of first year, you can opt for an add-on BTech, that is double BTech option, and add-on BTech in engineering science, which you will again get in 4 years' time, along with your discipline for which you have opted when you have joined the program. This will have 1 year of core engineering courses, and you also have a branch change option in the second year. So in this case, you have branch change options twice, once at the end of first year and then second time at the end of second year. And even you can choose BTech in engineering science only at the end of second year and opt out of the branch if you so desire. Then you design your own program under supervision, and you can build up a broader skill set. And it can be useful across multiple disciplines, different disciplines. And even in engineering science, you can do a specialization in any of the minor and interdisciplinary areas. You can do a BTech in engineering science with a minor in AI, okay, or with a minor in robotics and mobility systems. So therefore, you have got a very general engineering basis with a core knowledge of an area. So therefore, you can apply that core, that specialized knowledge that you have acquired through minor or interdisciplinary area in any field of engineering, because you have a broad basis of engineering science in your BTech. This BTech engineering science is not available at the entry level, but it's available in mid-course because aspirations, understanding of students change as they go through the BTech program. And no BTech curriculum in the country has a responsiveness to these kind of change of interests and aspirations of students. And we recognize that, and we have built in this capability, which actually can produce truly future generation engineers, where engineering is fundamentally becoming multidisciplinary and interdisciplinary. Branch change, we have a very liberal policy, liberal branch change policy, because if you have just CGPA 8 and above, you can apply. And students with more than CGPA 9, any branch they can go to. And students can also move to any branch for which is eligible to get during JOSA. So, and also if I have told you that if you opt for engineering science, you can do a branch change at the end of second year as well. The unique first year course, I was talking about the social connect. See, you are getting exposed to local culture, local people, local problems, and discover your own problems. Identification of a problem today is a basic engineering trait which is to be developed. You will not be somebody else's problem. You have to solve your own problem if you are to be successful techno entrepreneurs or even successful technologists. Because that ability to see through things, ability to understand the problem and solving problem is key thing. And that's what we introduce, start from the first year. So social connect is an example. And then there are courses, not really courses, because we would like you to become a well-rounded individual. Your personality development is key, and we give value to your personality development. So we have made in your first years these kind of courses, although we say courses, but it is more like your extracurricular activities. It can be any of these performing arts, it can be sports, inclusion yoga. So you can pick that up and you have to do it because it's a kind of a creative relaxation. We want to go through a creative relaxation process so that you are not, your intellect and intellectual capability is always refreshed. If you keep on doing one thing and a very routine thing, then the creativity dies out. But you have to get into variety of things. You have to actually do creative, what we say, creative relaxations. And these things are opportunity for what is creative relaxation for you. It is there in the first year. And if you want to pursue, you can pursue them through extracurricular activities. You can even pursue them as part of your curricular requirement in terms of credits. There are open category credits, and you can actually enjoy and learn about these things through open category credits, which is also a very unique part or feature of this program that we offer. And there are some opportunities for top 20 JEE ranked individuals with rank less than 3,000. It's incentives to facilitate and motivate to pursue excellence in the field of study. We shall support a research project, research grant, on the basis of maybe some of the problems that you discover in the first year, you would support and you can pursue in our innovation program, and provision of providing educational equipment like laptops based on your requirements. So we would encourage these top 20 and that higher rankers JEE students to join, and we will support them to pursue your interest in invention and innovations. Because see, we want IIT graduates to be different. They should be actually engineering inventors, engineering innovators. They should actually change the face of technology rather than following the well-traveled path of any other engineer. And in special response to COVID, we are going for the first year completely online blended learning. We have reorganized our delivery model to meet demands of online learning. We have actually divided the whole academic year in small components, in small periods where you focus on few courses and not at a given time 5 or 6 courses, because it's very difficult to have that focus when you are doing online study. And we have also courses offered in small time periods and lectures so that you can keep your attention focused during that period. And we have also set up an online examination platform with the help of a top IT brand in the country. We have, for COVID, because it's actually a pandemic and it possibly will continue for a while, we have isolation blocks for students before joining regular hostel. And when you come to the campus, you will be asked to be in the isolation block for a while. And in between, after 3 to 4 days, you will be tested for COVID, and we are doing regular testing in the campus on a regular basis. And if you don't have any symptoms or any and the test declares negative, then you will be joining regular hostel after a period of 10 days staying in isolation. And we are doing a regular testing on campus. We have created super isolation facility with on-phone monitoring by doctors for positive cases, so that they can recuperate and in the campus itself and don't need to go outside. And we have got a close association with AIIMS Jodhpur for all medical problems. In fact, in case of any complication, we are consulting AIIMS, as well as we have the primary healthcare facility, which is running in the campus. Along with these AIIMS, we have set up these all medical facilities with their advice. And we are following an extensive policy of the desired, which is also being advocated, that extensive testing, and if found positive, isolation and doing contact tracing. Our motto is to keep the campus safe, safe for the faculty, safe for the staff, and safe for the students joining here. Because you have to accept the reality at some point of time, you have to have the students on campus. We already are having some MTech and PhD students on campus. The first year students will not be having them in the campus in initial period. If not for some labs in the month of July, we might explore the possibility, but that too in small batches in a staggered fashion. But even subsequently also, I think we have to be always careful about COVID. So these kind of facilities we have created in the campus so that we can provide safe campus to all students. And this takes us to campus life, because campus is a beautiful campus. You have already seen the movie, and I'm showing some more pictures over here that you will enjoy the campus when you come here and stay because of the natural beauty. And this natural beauty also is something which actually makes your mind open up. And opening of mind is something very, very important for young professionals. We have student hostel at IIT, which is single-seater. You will have your individual rooms and individual air-cooled rooms. Obviously, because Jodhpur summer is slightly tough. We have temperatures above around 45 and 46. So all rooms are air-conditioned. Dining hall also air-conditioned. You have already seen in the movie. These are extensive sports facilities. With that we have, then you can enjoy your sports here. This is a dining hall. And the hostels are being sanitized on a regular basis, because these are absolutely essential during this pandemic time. And these are some festivals, activities. There's a play being performed in a student fest. These are basically students' gymkhana activities. A number of clubs are there, all scientific clubs, including, there was a question whether coding clubs are there. There are coding clubs, there are hackathons, and where people really compete on variety of problems together. And there are overnight programming contests, as well as these scientific, this projects club, the modeling club, and all kinds of activities, cultural. So what we say, there are co-curricular activities, there are extracurricular activities, and there are academic activities. And student is expected to get involved in all of them. So these are festivals where you have option to interact with people outside. The top artists, in fact, Indian classical music through Virasat. You have Industry Day, where you interact with industry leaders. Then you have cultural festival, you have literary festivals, you have sports festivals, and where you actually compete and interact with people outside the campus, because that's also a part of opening up your mind and opening up with relations with outsiders. There are other outreach activities. We participate in Unnat Bharat Abhiyan, where you actually, what we have started in Social Connect, you can follow up through your BTech curriculum and participate in lots of activities in rural India, because our IIT is situated in a location. There are the rural environment all around, and you can interact and you can work on a number of problems. There's also Rotary Club and Parivartan for social activities. And Ek Bharat, Shrestha Bharat is a scheme of MHRD, a scheme of Education Ministry, where you actually connect with another institution and another part of the country and have a cultural exchange so that you can understand each other's culture better. So IIT Jodhpur is partnered with IIT Guwahati. So we actually, therefore, IIT Guwahati knows about culture of Rajasthan and Western India, and we know about the culture of Northeast. And the students, therefore, gets exposed to rich spectrum of Indian culture. So everything put together, I think it's an excellent, exciting environment, and it's a beautiful environment. So welcome to IIT Jodhpur. Thank you. I shall be happy to answer questions.
We will now be taking up questions. To answer them, we have with us a team of panelists along with the director himself. The team comprises Dr. Samanvita Pal, Associate Dean of Students, Dr. Sureel Shah, Associate Dean of Academics, Dr. Kaushal Desai, Associate Dean of International Relations and Outreach. So the very first question, and probably one of the most important that often pops up in the minds of students, is how they should take an informed decision while selecting an IIT. Also, what should one keep in mind while they are choosing a branch from the wide range of options that are available in various IITs?
It gets linked with what you want to do. And it's not always you can make the choice when you are joining an IIT. And so it's very important to understand that what kind of academic environment an IIT is offering. So one point I said that what is the teacher-student ratio in an IIT? Number one. Number two is, does it give you a freedom of designing your curriculum? Number three is, does it provide, this is not just for IIT, for it's any engineering college that you want to join, is the curriculum producing future-ready engineers? See, today you are joining and you might think something which is happening is very relevant, but 4 years down the line, things would drastically change. And particularly if you have seen COVID is changing the world. And many of the technologies that we had talked about, say robotics, AI, automation, and their introduction into mainstream industries getting accelerated because of COVID. So is the program enabling you to do all these things? And this is not just for the programs of computer science, electrical, or AI, data science, etc. This will be true across the programs because automation will be part of almost any industry today. And is the program making you really capable of handling those things? So for example, material science, new material creation, generation of new materials is becoming more in silico. That means in computers, use of algorithms, use of maths, rather than in the lab. So is the program providing you such kind of opportunities? And now these are the questions. It's not very easy to understand at class 12 level. So the fundamental point is, if you are mentally inclined to a particular branch, join that branch and try to also see what are the options of branch changes that institute offers. Thank you.
Sir, so the next question is that what are the undergraduate research opportunities at IIT Jodhpur?
See, I have already stated that we have this engineering design course in the first year itself, where they actually start looking at solving problems. And these problems are chosen by them. So that's the first step in research. And they can pursue that all through their 4-year program by doing what is called design credits. They have to earn the design credits. You can pursue that. And then they can do BTech programs. And there are these summer undergraduate research opportunity program by which they can spend summer pursuing that same task. And as they do that in summer, they will earn also these design credits as well. And the final year, they do BTech projects, and they can continue that into the engineering innovation specialization, where they'll be spending one full semester solving a problem from an industry. And also it could be a purely research problem as well. So the research is, I think, is an embedded component of a BTech program. So anybody wants to pursue research as part of undergraduate studies, they can do, because there are provisions for it. And through that process, he's not wasting time. He's also earning credits. This will add to his BTech curriculum achievements.
Thank you, sir. So could you tell us something about the placement scenario at IIT Jodhpur?
In fact, I am happy to state that our placement activities are embedded into a cell which is called as a career development cell. At IIT Jodhpur, what do we mean by placement is not just giving a job to the student, but building the career. So what is important is a student makes a right career choice. And what do we mean by right career choice is every student does not really want to be a job seeker. So IIT Jodhpur provides an equal opportunity. As Professor Chaudhary mentioned in the curriculum itself, a student can be an entrepreneur. Apart from that, IIT Jodhpur has very dynamic societies and clubs which enable students to go for higher studies. So in fact, many people apply for the postgraduate studies abroad, doctoral studies abroad. Maybe you will hear from various departments tomorrow when we do open session again. Therein they will be talking about where the department alumni have reached in terms of the top 100 universities across the globe. And when we talk about placements, the average median salary of IIT Jodhpur students who graduated from the system last year, 2019-20, is about 14.6 lakhs. So, meanwhile, for a branch like computer science, the median salaries are pretty higher. But for a branch like mechanical engineering, as the nature of job and the industry dynamics is such, that is how, even in spite of such variation between branches from mechanical to computer science, 14.6 as a median salary is considered to be a really good number. You must have seen in our video who are our potential recruiters. Name a company in the domain of computer science or in mechanical engineering or in electrical engineering. Large number of people are visiting us. In fact, the undergraduate strength at IITs, not only at IIT Jodhpur, at all IITs is lesser for recruiters. So with 490 people coming in, I was seeing a question that what would be the perspective of the batch which will graduate in 2024 in terms of placements? Well, it would be good. We know that our country is going to flourish with the great job market, and with great job market in the newer domains and with the kind of specialization that we offer, we are aiming to make our engineers industry ready from day one. And there are efforts in the right direction. And well, placement wise, if you are good, if you want to think about whatever opportunity, not by placements, but by career, IIT Jodhpur will be able to provide you that. So placement wise, I think we are pretty good. Last year, if you look at computer science, 100% placement, electrical engineering about 86%, and mechanical engineering 83% placement in top companies with 14.6 as a median salary.
Sir, there are few questions regarding the scenario of coding culture at IITJ. If you could throw some light on it.
This programming club, which organizes a number of such events, coding events, which are co-curricular events, these hackathons, and these are all common part of student activities. And also in our curriculum, there's a programming course, and there is also a data structure and algorithms course. These two courses compulsorily makes coding or programming a component of your BTech curriculum. And also other courses. I'm talking about only common courses. There is a course on signals and systems, which is a core course where you have to write programs in MATLAB and other tools. There is a course on machine learning, which is again a core course, and there you will be writing programs in Python. So the exposure to coding as part of core components and as co-curricular activities is extensive. Thank you.
There is a question regarding the new branches that have been added to the course structure, and it is like, what is the equivalence of the newly added artificial intelligence and data science course with computer science and career opportunities for the same?
So please attend. I think there is this also a webinar following this one on AI and data science, where people from industry will also talk about how AI and data science is different, distinct from computer science. Let me just add to it that this AI and data science focus is artificial intelligence and data science component. And computer science is not synonymous with AI and data science. And AI is at an intersection truly between computer science and AI. AI is a part of computer science to start with. So computer science was part of electrical engineering to start with. Computer science and engineering was part of electrical engineering to start with. When I joined IIT Kharagpur, there was no computer science department. It was part of electronics. So see, this is exactly how the branches come out of the parent branch. When some branch in terms of technology focus and technology application wise becomes bigger and the complexity grows, it becomes a branch in its own right. So AI and data science has become a branch in its own right, and it has got its unique applications, which are very distinct from computer science. If I say computer science will work on purely algorithmic solutions, trying to get an algorithmic solutions, or maybe working on a banking sector application, the data AI will really work on AI applications in banking sector, maybe just looking for who is the best person to give money to get the maximum return to the bank. But the automation, but the basic data analysis or the data processing, I should not say analysis, data processing in the banking sector, how efficiently it can be done, how the database can be more efficiently designed, that will be the computer science graduates' perspective. Both are needed in this kind of industry that I gave example as banking, but they have very distinct roles. Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Now, coming on to the next question, how difficult it is to do branch change at IIT Jodhpur? If someone joins with BTech in bioengineering, can they move to computer science?
Yeah, they can always move to. See, the point is, I told already that if you have a CGPA 8, you're eligible for branch change. And we also create, there are flexibility in terms of seats. Also, at the same time, you get, if you opt for these engineering science, double BTech, then you have another chance to do a branch change at second year level. And even if you do not get a branch change, you can actually do minors related to AI, minor related to some of the other areas of computer science as well, which we have not touched upon here in the digital curriculum. They're all available. So if you want to have computer science as your passion, you can pursue that passion even with your parent discipline. Because today, computer science, AI, data science, these are getting integrated with everything. And therefore, you will not be losing out even if you join biosciences.
Thank you, sir. So the next question is, why should one prefer to join IIT Jodhpur over other IITs? What are the unique opportunities?
Okay, so I told you that a very fundamental point of IIT Jodhpur curriculum is you have opportunity to design your own path in terms of your professional growth. See, the kind of combinations that this is offering you, that is from a department, you join a department to minor area, to your MTech, to entrepreneurship, to MBA, all kinds of possibilities exist. Even you can make a choice of your electives, the kind of electives being offered. And the curriculum is also aligned to where the modern technology is moving. If the modern technology is today, if you see 4 years down the line, automation, this IoT, there's digitalization, what we talk about everything is in a digital space is happening, the curriculum is actually building in those skill set for all. So therefore, in that sense, this is a curriculum which is very, very distinct in terms of its approach from other IIT curriculum.
The next question is, does IIT Jodhpur provide financial support to students with an economically weak background?
Yeah, there is a standard Government of India rule of tuition being waived off with a certain parental income. There's also provision for MCM, that is merit cum means scholarship, and also there is provision for loan from the banks.
Sir, there is a question in the Q&A box which states, is minor allotted based on CGPA, or is it free to, or the student is free to choose whichever minor he is genuinely interested in? Can you please throw some light?
Yeah. It's in most of the cases, minors will be available to genuinely interested students, and our cutoff CGPA is reasonably low. It's not that you have to get 8.5 or 9 to go for minor. It's not like that. We don't intend to do that because we want to respect the core inclination of a student to do something. So therefore, it will not be completely guided by CGPA criteria. It is not so. Thank you. Yeah, you can go
Thank
to
you,
the next
sir.
one.
There is one more question which states, is it possible to get into GSOC through IIT Jodhpur BTech and CSE?
It should be possible. I don't see any reason why it is not possible.
To add to that, I would like to say there are many students who have already joined GSOC this year and the previous year, and actually it has been a good tradition at IIT Jodhpur.
It's happening. Therefore, there is no reason that they cannot do it.
So one of the question is, can a person do 2 or more minors?
No, he can do only one minor. Okay.
So since because of the COVID-19 situation, many people are asking if the next session would be in online mode, or would there?
First years, I have already stated that the people when you are joining this academic year 2021 will be mostly online. In fact, possibly completely online. Other than if we get them on campus for doing lab courses for 15 days in the month of July, August. Okay. And we plan to start second year around August 15th. And so that we would like to cover up these first year courses between, say, in last week of November to last week of July. And there will be also breaks for you. It's not that it will be continuous study. There will be smaller breaks. You might not have longer summer breaks or winter breaks, but there will be 15 days break kind of a thing. And it will be primarily from home. We won't ask you to come to the campus. Next year, that is second year, what will happen? We shall see how it works out because things are so uncertain because of COVID. I cannot.
Thank you so much, sir. I guess we have answered most of the questions today. And so we'll be concluding the session. For that, I would like to thank you everyone who have joined us for the session, and also Director Sir, and also Associate Dean IRO, and Associate Dean Students, Associate Dean Academics. With this, I suppose that all of us have got a clearer vision. All the prospective students have got a clear vision of what they want to do further. And I'm happy that we were helpful to them. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you. And let me wish all the best to all the students, prospective students who are in this program and their parents.